we obviously have been thinking a lot about the next year. There's a lot of things happening right now in the company, and really, I think what the most important thing for us is we now have two clinical stage assets that we're developing, and those are the most important goals for us is the clinical progression of our clinical program. So we have a drug that we've taken into the clinic called HT6184 that's in an ongoing phase 2 clinical trial and just wrapping up in lower risk myelodysplastic syndromes. And that study should be completed in the first half of next year. And then we have a first in human study, the phase 1 clinical trial with a drug called HT4253. It's a LRRK2 inhibitor, an LLRK2 inhibitor that is focused on addressing neuroinflammation in Alzheimer's disease. And so we're just completing the first in human study there, and we'll be rolling that into a phase 2A study in the second half of next year as well. So a lot of work to go on the key assets in the company and progressing those in the clinic. And then, the things that go along with that, the regulatory engagement, initiating discussions with global regulatory agencies to help us really define the pathway forward for these programs, and hopefully have discussions around potential accelerated approval strategies and what the next steps are for our programs that are in the clinic. And then obviously we're also looking at our pipeline expansion and advancing new compounds into the clinic, our next generation small molecule modulators targeting metabolic and inflammatory pathways. And we're really building off the platform that we built around a specific discovery that we made at the company, that we can modulate chronic inflammatory signaling using this NEX7 targeting with an allosteric binding site that we discovered. So we have several more compounds that are in our pipeline that we're working on, and that's part of our goals for next year, is to move at least one of those forward into the clinic. And then we have a lot of discussions ongoing and work with potential collaborations and partners that we're exploring ways to expand into new markets and to drive more clinical studies and more growth for the company. So lots of things to focus on and lots of goals, but really focused around the clinical development of our pipeline. Yeah, I think that we are coming out of a really difficult time for the pharmaceutical and biotech industry. The last few years have been really kind of a rocky time, coming out of COVID, the global pandemic, and then some of the things that happened in the public markets that affected both public and private or earlier stage and smaller companies have been really a challenging time. And we hope that we're on the other side of that. We hope that things are really looking up. And I think in today's evolving market, I would say to our investors that for us, we remain steadfast at Halia Therapeutics in our mission to develop transformative therapies that address what we think are the most timely indications that exist out there, that targeting chronic inflammation and inflammation that drives diseases such as Alzheimer's and obesity and other neurodegenerative diseases, that our focus on innovative science and our execution on our operational growth as a company and design and execution of our clinical trials, I think positions us for sustained success as a company. And so for us, I think really executing on the target priorities that we've laid out as a company, that we are exploring clinically in the areas of hematology and metabolic diseases and obesity and Alzheimer's, and even into inflammatory chronic diseases. Those are areas that I think are very important. They're significant unmet needs and have very robust market opportunities. And I think our progress as a company to date includes really compelling early stage clinical results, and we think that we have the ability to deliver value to patients, and that'll deliver value back to our shareholders. So for us, I think the message from us is that we are committed to creating therapeutics that improve people's lives and deliver value to patients, and that delivers value back to our shareholders as a company.